Coming up, we've got a chance to win $1,000 on Michigan State versus Northwestern on Sunday. Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Jason Mattis with Winning Bets. Thanks for hanging out with me on this episode. It's our first basketball contest of the year, as over on the Fox Bet Super 6 app, they're giving away $1,000 to the people who can get the most points right on Michigan State versus Northwestern on Sunday. You guys know how this goes. They give you 6 questions. You got to answer all 6 questions. You get that $1,000, or they'll give away, this $1,000 to the people that can get the most right. Haven't focused my attention yet fully on the basketball yet, with the NFL still going on. That still gets most of my time, because in terms of making real bets on my daily show, football is obviously just king, whether it's college or NFL. So that's just my attention. I did the research on this game, but admittedly I haven't watched a basketball game yet this season. Basketball will kick in here in the next couple of weeks, but can't miss out on a chance to win $1,000, right? Gotta go get that $1,000. So let's do it. Let's see what we'll do. All right, for this one, question 1 is who's going to score the last point of the first half? Well, for this one, I wanted to use field goal percentage, right? We have no idea who's obviously going to have the ball possession, on the last, few seconds of the first half, but who is better at shooting the ball? Well, Michigan State shoots 48% of the season. Northwestern shoots 46% of their buckets on the season. So I'll go ahead and take Michigan State. Question 2 is what's going to be the total 3-point field goals made in this game? Well, Michigan State has 55 on the season, so that's 6.1 per game. Northwestern has 47 on the season, that's 11.7 on the game. But I wanted to actually look at, having not really watched college basketball yet this season, who these teams have played. Michigan State's played a bunch of smaller schools with Duke, and Northwestern has also played a bunch of smaller schools with Pittsburgh. So now you're getting, with Northwestern versus Michigan State, you're getting two big institutions here, two big clubs. So I wanted to see what they did to get that. Well, Michigan State had 5 3-pointers against Duke, and Northwestern had 8 against Pittsburgh. I thought that was more reliable, given the fact that, again, you got big schools going at it rather than what they do against maybe some more of smaller opponents. So I went ahead and said 12 to 13, but boy, are those some really, really super tight windows on this question. Holy cow. Question 3 is how many points will the top scorer for Michigan State have? Well, the top scorer is getting 13.3 points per game, and that's Joey Hauser. He had a 24-point game against Western Michigan. That was his high. Otherwise, 15 was his high. He's a forward. The next top scorer on the team is Rocket Watts. He has highs of 23 and 20, and he plays the guard position. Northwestern, again, I wanted to also look at, what did they do against Duke, knowing that, again, the whole small club, big school thing. So I went ahead and said 21 to 23. I'm glad they don't ask you the player. Don't know which one. I would imagine probably Rocky Watts, if I had to guess, will be the top scorer. But they don't ask us that. They just ask what's the number. So I'm going 21 to 23. Question 4 is what's the same question, but for Northwestern. Again, I looked up that Pitt's game because I think that's the most relevant and the best comp for this game going on. Northwestern, their point scores were 14 and 12. Their top scorer, Miller, averages 16.3 points per game. So I went ahead and said 15 to 17. Question 5 is what's going to be the total points scored? Well, over-under lines aren't out for this game because it's so far in advance. But Northwestern, they average 93 on the season. Michigan State averages 85 on the season. Again, looked at the games against Duke and Pittsburgh. Northwestern only had 70 against Pittsburgh. Michigan State had 75 against Duke. Again, those are my comps for this. So I went with 136 to 145 points. And question 6 is a winner. We don't have to give them a win margin on this. How about that? No win margin. You just got to give them a win. Michigan State had an impressive win earlier this season over Duke. They're ranked number 4 in the country. ESPN FBI gives them a 65.9% chance of winning. Northwestern's had 3 blowout wins, and then they went up against Pittsburgh. Again, something that's going to be most comparable to Michigan State, and they went ahead and lost that point by 1, or that game by 1. So this one's easy. It's Michigan State for me. Take the number 4 team in the country to get a win, and we'll see if we can't start our basketball season off winning $1,000 on the Fox Bet Super 6 app. I'm Jason Mattis, and I'll see you guys on the next contest. Thanks for watching this episode of Winning Bets. I'm Jason Mattis. I'll see you again when we are celebrating the wins and making more winning bets. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more winning bets.